Hello everyone. So, doing another mod vid on the geos. I know I already did one, but obviously running through the mission a lot more, you get to learn different things, and you get to the point to where I realized that the old vid probably wasn't the best one to be running, because I just said a bunch of stuff but really didn't explain why you need to do what you need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and make another one, which will be this video, of mods strictly for the Wat Tambor mission. So obviously some people might mod like broad differently for Territory Grand Arena, and that's okay, but this is strictly for the Wat mission and why you should mod them this way. So we'll start with broad. I like running a health set and a speed set because obviously you want them really fast. You want them at least 230, and then you want a lot of protection primaries. So I got my primary over here on the cross, primary over here on the circle, and then primary over here on the triangle. Your goal here is to get to 90k protection. And health, there's not really a goal to shoot for with health, but mine's at 70. Mine's pretty tanky. I've done a lot of tank over speed, but still fast speed. And so it's more you want protection over health, but having health isn't bad. And I'll show you why. Sit here and you have the leader ability. Geonosian's allies have 15,000 max health and max protection, 50% health steal. Geonosian allies recover 3% protection when they use their basic ability. Basic abilities are buff for each enemy. So for every attack that you're going to do out of turn, which basically that's what the geos do out of turn, they're going to gain protection. So that's why I'm going to say anytime you can choose over, like for the circle, you can choose between protection or health, I'm going to always say use protection. Funny. Over health. Sorry, that was a good one. Simply because of that. I mean, math tells you simply if you have a geo with 50k protection is going to heal more protection for each basic attack than a geo with 20k protection. So more protection is always good. In terms of 6-dot mods, this mod only 6-dotted because of the extra protection on the secondaries and the speed. Obviously, same here. I did it for the secondaries. But if you don't have a lot of materials to 6-dot mods, the key ones here are going to be the 3 with the primary stat, because I think it takes it from, this one goes from 12 to 24, so that's a big boost. Same with this one. I think this one goes 12 to 24. And then this one's I think this one's also 12 to 24 as well. So they're all big boost and gives you a lot of protection, a lot of bang for your buck just for those 3. Get extra, not good with math, 36% protection, which adds up. Next guy, Spy. Crit chance, crit damage set, pretty basic. Now, speed isn't really necessary for him because he can get speed he can get turn meter in other ways. Looking at his hive mind, anytime he inflicts a debuff, he gains 35% turn meter. So on his basic, he can grant critical chance. Wait, hang on. Never mind. I thought he could dispel. He could give a debuff. My bad. The only time he gives a debuff is when he does inflict intel, whatever, and it gives potency up to everyone, and it exposes. So he gains 35% for each. So some potency isn't bad, but it's not the end all be all. It's not what's going to kill a run or whatnot. But obviously, if you can make him fast, like 200 range, that's really good. But you're going to want crit damage over speed. Crit damage is the most important thing. You want this guy to hit hard because he's going to be the guy that's going to finish off people that's low health or mid health, be able to take out those sergeants and those ARC troopers. So crit damage primary on whatever you want to do. You can do this as a crit chance triangle or crit damage triangle. It doesn't matter. But the primary stat needs to be crit damage. And you're probably going to want to 6-stat this mod. I don't, because I switch between the crit damage and this offense mod with 20 speed. I just like that extra speed, mainly because my broad's really tanky, so I can sacrifice in other areas. But if you're really scrounging and you're doing like a very low mod run, this crit damage really helps. This one, I did it for the speed. You don't want tenacity here. You're probably going to want some health or some protection, probably. Offense isn't bad here either to help him hit harder on basics. Protection right here. This one's always going to be defense, yada, yada, yada. Get your extra speed up. So that's him done. Next is going to be good old Sun Fact. Pretty much full defense set, or maybe like a defense and a health, something like that. But he's just your extra tank. You don't really need speed on him, but he's my only character right now that uses defense mods. So he's got all my best defense ones. Which, you know what, I'm actually going to check and see if I have something better that doesn't have tenacity. Yeah, I didn't want offense for him. That's what it was. I'll throw that one on there. That seems better. Extra defense. And so, pretty much just as much defense as you can get. Like, 50's pretty good. He's not really... You just need him to survive. So, extra defense, extra protection, extra health, stuff like that. Because he's your guy who's just going... He's basically your cleanser. He's going to cleanse every attack, and that's all you really need him for is to cleanse. And to apply daze or blind whenever you can. Next up is Poggle. Speed set, potency. You're going to want him high potency. 99%, that's pretty good. You want to shoot for around 85. And a lot of people are going to go and say, oh, you don't need a really high potency Poggle because Geo Soldier's going to give tenacity down. Well, if you read his basic, he only has an 80% chance to inflict ability block. So you're already at a disadvantage. You're already at a 20% disadvantage on applying that ability block. So why don't you want as much percent potency to help to apply the debuff? Because even I remember doing runs where he was at close to 80, and I would have to do 2 or 3 attacks just to apply an ability block. But now it almost always takes 1 or 2 attacks to apply ability block at 99%. So more potency the better. And for him, really the only one, if you want to mod the 6-dot, go ahead, get this potency primary right here. Go ahead and 6-dot, 30% potency. I think his base potency at gear 12 is 44%. Somewhere around there. So that'll get you around 74. Yeah, I think that math adds up. 74. And so you'll only need around, if you're trying to get to 85, you'll need 11% potency to go ahead and get to there. So looking for these secondaries. Speed, you're going to want some speed on Poggle. Mine's 251. That's more than enough for him. You want to shoot for like the 200, 215 range at the least. But I'll say this. Don't be afraid to sacrifice speed on him for potency. Like here, this mod right here, I got health. It doesn't have any potency secondary because I don't have a speed mod with potency secondary triangle. So I don't really have one. That's a mod that I'm searching for. But if you had the choice between this 11 speed and a mod that had like 8 speed but 3% potency, I would take that. Yes, losing out on the 4 speed. Yeah, that's 4. 3 speed. Losing out on 3 speed sucks, don't get me wrong. But gaining 3% potency is probably a better trade-off because you want him with high potency. So, that's him done. And then probably the most controversial would be the full crit chance spy. Not spy, soldier, I'm sorry. So, the only reason why, you look at his hive mind tactics. Geonosian allies have 15% critical chance, which applies to him. So you really just add 15 into whatever he has. Geonosian Soldier gains 25% turn meter when scoring a critical hit. And if you know Geos, every time someone does an attack, everyone else is going to attack. So every time he crits, he's going to gain 25% turn meter. Which means you just get him rolling to the point to where every time he hits a crit, he's gaining turn meter, he's getting faster. So that way you're taking more turns and the other team isn't. And you just keep on rolling through them. So, same with him. He's one of those characters, 215 speed, that's nothing crazy. You can be even lower with that. If you're in the 180 range, there's nothing wrong with that. But what you need here is you need as much crit chance as you can get. Mine right now is at 90. That's probably not even enough if I'm being honest. You're going to want him, baseline you're going to want him at is 80. 80 is probably the number you want to shoot for to give you a good chance. But if you want to get more consistent, you want to get into that 90 to 100 range. Obviously, you're going to want a crit chance primary on whatever you want on a crit chance mod. I think it's 8% extra crit chance, and if you can get crit chance, and then you want to just look around for mods. I haven't been having good luck with crit chance mods, so a lot of mine, see, I got crit chance here, got some crit chance here, a little bit of crit chance here, no crit chance here, but just looking around for extra crit chance you can get, and just really just want to point out why I say going with 6, it's 8% for each one. That adds up to about 24. Yeah, an extra 24%. So you get 44% crit chance just from a whole mod set, and then this mod right here gives you 44. So let's see here. It's not going to show it. But well, if I do this. Where's my crit? See, so we look at here at the critical chance. 52% is coming from mods. 44% of that came from just having the 6, and then having the crit chance triangle. So that other, I hate math so much. That other 8%, yeah, that other 8% just came from secondaries, which you can get more of. So I think that's gonna wrap it up. Hopefully that kind of clarifies things as to why you should mod them this way. And I hope this information helps you guys out to go and get those great watch shards. Yeah. We all want one. We all want to be able to hit GLs with a Vader culling blade and instantly killing them. That stuff is awesome. We want to be able to hold a bunch of not platoons, but being able to hold on defense and territory war, that's awesome too. Yeah, well, I can do that, so let's go ahead and get those geos farmed up, work on those mods, get everything rolling. And as always,